What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XDC Network today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, you guys. Let's get into it, okay? Here we are on the 21st of February, about 2 hours into the new day, sitting at about just under 9 cents here, looking at XDC on the daily time frame. I might pop it out to the weekly. Looking at it on the weekly time frame here, from the high that you experienced in the middle of this consolidation phase you had from your bear cycle lows, from that high, nope, that was not the high. I tried, but it went down. High to low, you've gone to your 1272, 1414 area for resistance, pulled back to your 786 area for support. That's very common. And now you're finding support, or at least looking like you're trying to break above the 100 area here, which would tell me that on a week-to-week basis, you are geared toward your next fib targets, which I would think would be your golden ratio, if not higher. Okay, so let's put that into perspective. All right, you're at 9 cents now, just below 9 cents now. Okay, call it what it is. The minimum target is about 157% away. The minimum target is right there, right? The technical next target would be the 1414 because you haven't interacted with it yet, but I don't think XDC is going to make a slightly higher high and then reverse. If it does that, we're going to have a whole different conversation, okay? But for now, minimum. This is the expectation, okay? And even more than that, I wonder, I want to look at this on a different chart. Let's just see here. Oh, wow, XCN's dropping a little bit, yeah. Probably going to find support pretty soon for all the XCN people. I bet it goes lower. I bet it does. Let's see here. No, that one's got the same. Hold on, guys. There we go. This is what I was looking for. So something with a little bit more history, right? That goes to August 2021. This goes to August as well. Okay, so never mind. It has the same history. It's irrelevant. Whatever. Okay, so from this high, because this is your technical all-time high, right? Because that's XDC's true history. Yeah, that is your technical all-time high. To the bear cycle low, your minimum target here would be 36 cents. So this minimum target here, whereas the minimum target to this relative fib from this high to this low, right, that's the minimum target there, would be at about 23.2 cents. I actually might extend that target even further because the minimum target of this fib zone might outweigh that. This is your bull cycle high to your bear cycle low, right? Let's move that up. Let's move the minimum target. And I know you love it, right? Whenever you move the minimum target up, it's always a good thing, right? I'm not just saying that because I want to see this thing pump, right? And it's not because of that. It's because I genuinely believe that you've got the 186 here, the 1886 there, the 1272. This is a perfect area. It makes sense to me to top off at, right? This makes a lot more sense because if XDC went here, if it stopped at 23 cents by the end of March, by the end of this next move, that would be a very underperforming kind of move compared to the rest of the cycle or the rest of the market, right? This is a little bit above average, and XDC is that above average coin. So that if it's a little bit above average here, that's a good enough minimum target to me. That makes sense. So 36 cents, sure. 36 to 40 cents, sure. The next target area would, I suppose, be something between 50 to 61 cents. I don't believe XDC gets past that by the end of March. By the end of the cycle, it gets past that. Absolutely, it does. You've got targets that are beyond multiple dollars, several dollars ahead, right? But I think by the end of March, a good area to focus on would be something between about 36 cents to 61 cents. I favor that 50 to 61 cent area personally. Maybe as high, maybe you do get as high as about 80 cents or even just above there. I've seen a lot of cryptos recently top just above their golden ratios, so that could happen. Maybe 80 in a 900 or sorry, an 800% move, a 9x would be your maximum potential from here. Your expected area, at least from my perspective, would be 50 to 61 cents, which would give you about a 5.6 to a 6.7x. And then the minimum expectation, which I'm okay with saying, would be about 36 cents, I would say. That's at about a 4x from here. So XDC likely to rip, likely to outperform the rest of the markets on this next move. If that seems ludicrous to you, all I'm asking for, man, it's the same exact move. It's even smaller than the move that you just had. So what are you talking about? It's definitely possible. In fact, it's actually the exact same move, unintentionally, as what started this off here, right? It's not even the whole move entirely, but just the meat of the move where you really got things going. And in that same kind of time frame, if you started it this week, let's say, or next week even, let's just say you started it next week, by the end of that, that's actually at the middle point of April. So maybe you've broken out by the end of March, but you're not completely done with this move until the middle of April. That could happen, right? So definitely expect that, right? I've been talking all February about this move in March coming for the whole crypto space. I thought we would be farther along right now, so the expectations for the moves to end sometime by the end of March, they've kind of extended into April, and that's okay. I'm saying that now because this line, it makes sense. It makes sense because we do have, it would make sense for moves to take 3 to 6 weeks, maybe more weeks, right? Something like that. And that does extend into April. So very much, I believe that XDC now at about 9 cents, just below 9 cents, you're on your way to targets that are above 36 cents, 61 cents, 50 cents. That's where I think you're going by the end of March, if not the midpoint of April. Certainly at new all-time highs very soon, and then the maximum target I'd give by the end of this move, which could take as late as April, that'd be about 80 cents there. So I hope that that's clear. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I like that you've got this on the weekly aspect. You've got lower lows in your RSI with higher lows in your price. That's hidden bullish divergence is what that's called. It's a good thing. Yes, you got lower lows on the wicks, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the closing price. The RSI is based off the closing price, not off the wicks. It doesn't care about the wicks. If you don't understand what I'm saying, let me say this again, right? Yes, I see the lower lows here. But what's bullish is that you have lower lows in your RSI, and then where the bars are closing, not where the wicks are, but where the bars are closing, those are higher lows. When you have closing higher lows and lower lows in your RSI, that's called hidden bullish divergence, which tends to signal that you're going to move up, right? It's not as powerful as regular divergences are, right? This bearish divergence is more powerful than a hidden divergence is, but you've already seen that move down, right? You've already done that. So the bearish divergence is out of the way. Now you've got hidden bullish divergence, finding support at prior areas of resistance. You're gonna rip, man. You're gonna fly, and it's just a matter of time before you do that. Wow, that's a mess. Let's look at the daily time frame real quick. I was about to end the video, but I think I've got some more to go. The daily time frame makes me think you could go a little bit lower from here. I'm kind of suspecting that the crypto markets all around just see like a kind of flash crash or something. So do anticipate that. What would this do? Right, something like a 10%. I remember doing it yesterday. Yeah, I could see. I mean, 10%. You could drop more than that, man. Even right. XDC has outperformed the market, so it could drop a little bit more. On that note, yeah, anything from like a 22% move to a 10% move could happen over the coming days. It might happen today. It might happen tomorrow. You never know. I'm not saying that it will. I'm just saying be prepared for a move something like this. It's very common to happen right before we rip. In fact, I wonder if we did that before we ripped here. Not really. Here at the base, right? You have that right here. You're coming down at your low. You basically found your low, but instead of just moving sideways and finding your low, you had to have that one little before you went. You know what I mean? I feel like we've already had that here, so I don't necessarily think we have to. But the bull markets, the crypto bull markets, are notorious for these wicked, fast, and harsh shakeouts. They can scare you if you're watching them all the way through. But if you just trust the process and know that it's going to come back up, it can be rather exciting and fun to watch. And if you've got money on the side, even more so because you can buy at these lower prices. I'm not saying it's going to happen. In fact, I don't anticipate it to happen. I'm only talking about it because it's a possibility, and I don't want you to mess this up just because we did this first and then we still went up here and you panic sold at the low and then we got up here 5 days later instead of at the time that we're thinking it's going to be. You know what I mean? I don't want that to happen. I want you to just get in. Even if you get in here and you have to endure a little bit of pain, it's okay as long as you're prepared for it, right? I actually do expect that you move up higher. Why do I expect you to move up higher and not lower? It's because here you had a downtrend. Here you've broken out of your downtrend. You're finding support now at prior areas of support and prior areas of resistance. Sure, on a daily aspect, you kind of look like you want to go down a little bit, but I don't think you go all the way down here. I think something either around 8.5 cents to maybe just above 8 cents is where I could see you going if you go lower at all. The daily RSI does look like you want to go down. The 4-hour RSI looks like you want to go down. So in the short term, the 1 hour actually kind of looks good. So you never know. If I had to grade this thing on is it a good time to buy or is it a not good time to buy, I would say that I do believe it's going to go lower. So is it the most ideal time to buy? No, right? The most ideal time to buy is the absolute lows, right? But compared to where it's going to go to the low side versus where it's going to go to the upside afterwards, even if it goes below what I'm expecting, the upside outweighs the downside tremendously. So yes, I would say it's a great time to buy. Not financial advice, not your financial advisor. From a relative high to where you're at now, this thing's down about 43%. It's a great time to buy. It's on a discount. It's on a sale. You ever go shopping for something and it's in pristine condition and it's on a 40% discount? That's what you got right now, right? Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Bye-bye.